it opened me up in an emotional way that I have never been ready for, that I still struggle with.
A new drama is brewing in Tinseltown, and this time, it's Gabrielle Union who isn't playing games anymore. It seems like the being Mary Jane star caught her hubby Dwayne Wade red-handed with his hand in the cookie jar yet again. And it was the last nail in the coffin of their marriage. Seems like the NBA star just can't keep his heart in check, and Gabrielle has finally had enough. She's packing her bags, ready to bounce, but according to the recent whispers, she's planning to exit with a bang. This fall is turning out to be the season of failed marriages, and we're seeing that not everything is all sunshine and rainbows behind closed doors.
My soul, or all of my insecurities.
To many people, Gabrielle and Dwayne are a big deal in Hollywood, the ultimate Black couple and a source of inspiration. But even they've had their share of weird moments throughout their relationship, with Wade trying to call it quits because he couldn't stay faithful. You see, the basketball star couldn't stop sleeping around, and until the last moment, he didn't want to admit him cheating. As he said, I tried to sneak away from it. I tried to break up with her. Hey, things have been bad lately. Hey, we've been having a little distance in our relationship anyway. I tried all of that. But you see, in the end, she gives him his freedom back, and he can now use it for doing whatever he wants with any lady in the city that will go to bed with him.
Like, I'm not gonna act like life is not gonna happen.
Right, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'm not gonna act like some mistakes are not gonna happen.
Okay.
But you see, the nature of their union was quite messy. And actually, such a sad end was the only possible outcome. In 2007, when they first met, Gabrielle was in a relationship and Dwayne was married to his high school sweetheart. But things got pretty messy when Dwayne decided to pull the plug on his marriage. Then, the sneaky couple made it official in 2010, right after Dwayne's divorce was finalized. But it was like the gossip floodgates opened up. Rumors started swirling that Dwayne, he's been quite the ladies' man, to put it mildly. Everyone in the know is well aware that he's been quite the player, and Gabrielle Union, well, she's not exactly blind to his escapades, and she's got a lot to share.
I had never addressed that in-between stage.
Apparently, Gabrielle saw all the possible red flags right from the moment she had met the NBA star. And at the start of their relationship, she was saying, when I met Dwyane, his resume looked like crap, athlete, going through a divorce, 9 years younger than me. None of that screamed, let's have a lasting relationship. And there was a tumultuous 2013 when they called it quits. But surprise, surprise, just a few months later, they were back together. But this, where the most shady and secret thing happened. During their little time apart, Dwayne managed to get his longtime friend pregnant. People couldn't help but wonder how in the world he managed to pull that off so quickly after his split from Gabrielle. Considering Dwayne's history of infidelity, it wouldn't be a shocker if they were more than just buddies during his time with Gabrielle. After all, it only takes one joyful minute to make a baby, and the NBA star doesn't seem to regret a single thing.
Well, I'm not gonna make this about shame on you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is a part of this journey that we're on.
Okay.
This is something that we can use as a learning lesson and learning tool.
Dwayne eventually spilled the beans on the whole story, claiming that he and Gabrielle got back together before he found out about baby boy bun baking in the oven. He was pretty scared to spill the truth, fearing Gabrielle might give him the boot for good. And apparently, she got tired of his infidelity games and decided she doesn't want any more drama and lies in her life.
We are conditioned to be trauma.
It's funny how the actress is now airing the dirty linen, hoping to find public support. She seems to have forgotten about how she herself ended up with Wade, but fans are here to remind Gabby. As one person commented, you lose him the way you get him. Allegedly, wasn't he married when he and Gabby got together? And another user added, nothing is perfect. He's got a lot of secrets. What did she expect? Didn't she go after him and he was married? What goes around comes around. So you see why Gabrielle kept her lips sealed for a long time. Her own love story with Wade is full of mess, but now she wants to have some peace of mind. The actress revealed that the moment she learned about the child on the side was devastating, and it's clear that it was a painful experience for her.
I was holding back on these stories from the first book because I wasn't ready to release them. I wasn't ready to be transparent. I wasn't ready to be accountable to the public.
You see, guys, the childbirth is a sensitive topic for Union since she had her problems conceiving a baby, and before welcoming her daughter Zaya, she went through multiple miscarriages. So, learning about your hubby making offspring left and right was kind of painful. And she even confessed in her memoir that leaving Wade could have been the best idea at that moment. She wrote, the advice I would give myself now is to leave. The me of today would not have stayed with him, but would I be who I am now without that pain? After a few months after the big confession, it had everyone buzzing about whether Gabrielle might have had a few more clues about Dwayne's infidelity than she let on.
But then those secrets, they become like secrets that poison you slowly. And I was tired of poisoning myself.
Apparently, the cheating revelation became a major crack for the family. And at some point, Gabrielle realized she was tired of playing a happy family while her thoughts were rotating about her hubby's extramarital adventures. First, she spilled the tea in an interview, revealing that she and Wade split their bills. Now, that's pretty odd considering Dwayne's net worth is way bigger than what Union is earning with her movies and TV shows. That's like David vs. Goliath when it comes to the wealth gap. Dwayne revealed that it was actually Gabrielle who pushed for this equal split. But as she mentioned in her interview about money, the 50-50 split was making her nervous all the time. I think I just have more responsibilities for my money. I get nervous like, oh God, that movie didn't open. Am I going to have enough to hold everybody up? The couple had insisted that it was all about being more collaborative and equitable, until Gabrielle mentioned the magic word prenup, and it all became pretty obvious.
The biggest difference between this and the last marriage will be a prenup.
Well, when both of you earn millions, it seems like a smart idea, and Wade and Union have all their ducks in a row here. It actually looks like they were preparing for a split, and the actress has already been tiptoeing around the sensitive topic. Apparently, both of them learned from the mistakes of their first marriages and didn't want to step into the same muddy waters again. As Union mentioned in one of her interviews, this is both of our second marriages, and we're super transparent about that. We didn't do it right the first time around. There's another way, to be more collaborative and equitable. As they say, better to be safe than sorry. But even these financial precautions didn't save the family from hitting the bottom rock. Rumor has it that Dwayne has been caught cheating again, and Gabrielle's had enough of this mess. The word on the street is that she's making plans to call it quits, for real this time.
Or you really believe that you have what it takes and you deserve it. It's hard to deal with rejection.
Allegedly, Dwayne has been spotted getting cozy with a mysterious lady who's not Gabrielle. Witnesses claim they saw him having an intimate conversation with her for a couple of hours. Meanwhile, Gabrielle's social media posts have been raising some eyebrows. On Instagram, she's been sharing cryptic messages like, when clarity, truth, and transparency are present, there's only room for evolution. Some say that Dwayne's posts have been more about the kids rather than Gabrielle, while she's mainly been posting pictures with their daughter and not their other children. There's talk that they may have already parted ways, but just keep it on the down, low, and maintain a united front, much like Will and Jada Smith.
How dark of a place you were in that moment, how you were broken. Not just as a woman in terms of infidelity, but you also talk about your relationship being in a bad place and having that.
What's really caught people's attention is the absence of wedding rings on both Gabrielle and Dwayne, sparking rumors that the boat of their marriage is indeed heading towards the iceberg. According to an insider, Gabrielle has been talking to divorce lawyers, trying to figure out the best way to navigate the process while minimizing media fallout and drama. She's reportedly done with her husband's affairs, but she's hoping to keep it low profile to avoid public discussion.
There was nothing about any part of that I wanted on me.
Fans have had a lot to say about this unfolding drama, and given the whole history of their relationship, netizens are now saying that the actress shouldn't be surprised by all the skeletons Wade was hiding. As one person commented, this is what happens when you help build a grown man and splitting the bills. He can afford to have multiple side chicks as you're paying half. Her own fault. And another user added, I don't feel sorry for her. She got everything she deserves for breaking a marriage. Karma. Let's see how this drama will play out, because the question whether Gabrielle leaves Dwayne for good still hangs in the air. But guys, what's your take on this tangled web of Hollywood drama? Do you think Gabrielle's reaping the consequences of her past actions, or is she simply trying to find the best way forward in a challenging situation? Let me know what you're thinking, and in the meanwhile, don't forget to check my other videos